Welcome everybody to episode 68 of Drum Education Live, and today we have the wonderful Lola with us. Welcome.
Hi.
Yay! Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
I want to know, because you are the queen of or princess of social media. Like you've got such a fantastic Instagram page. It's
Thank
really
you.
positive and just awesome. I love it. But when did you start drumming? How old were you?
I've kind of been drumming my entire life, but when I got my first kit and started playing on a drum kit, I was 4. So
That's early.
yeah, before I got my first drum kit, my dad was a drummer, and we always kind of had a kit in the house, but I was always a bit small to play it. So I was just like bang on the bass drum, or I'd get like pans and pots and I'd just find sticks and just hit them and stuff. And then when I was 4, I finally was tall enough to be able to reach the pedals on a drum kit. So I managed to, so they put me behind a drum kit and I just play on it. And yeah, it was just loads of fun.
Did your dad teach you stuff?
So to start off with, he taught me the basics, and then we got me my first drum teacher, and he would come over to my house and he'd just teach me like paradiddles, and he would just jam. We would just jam, and yeah.
Oh, so fun.
Cool. How old are you now?
I'm 12.
So she's been drumming for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. And
She's
if
a
you
pro
always
now.
had you are a pro now, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, is that like weekly lessons?
It would be like I think it was like every Monday at a certain time after school, and yeah, it was just I don't have that guy anymore. I have Dave Stark now as my drum teacher, and
We know and love
Only
him.
Dave Stark. That's
I actually just finished my lesson and came on here. So yeah.
Oh, well, what were you learning? Tell us the secrets.
I was learning just a bunch of paradiddles, and we're focusing more on my technique. So, yeah, we just practice like paradiddles, and it's just, yeah, loads of fun.
Great.
cool. Did you take part in the Hit Like a Girl contest?
I did, yes.
And how was it?
It was loads of fun. It was really nice to meet new people and just chat with everyone.
And
And
did you feel any pressure? Because now it's serious.
um, I at the first I didn't realise how big of a thing it was, so I wasn't too like stressed out about it. But then when it came to like public voting, I got a bit stressed out because I needed to get everyone who knew to vote. So yeah,
I
You
bet.
did brilliant, though. Weren't you a finalist?
I was, and then I came third in the UK in my age range. So yeah.
Cool. Do you have any advice for somebody who could take part in the contest but is afraid?
Don't worry about it. It's just about having fun, and if you please do join. It's like you get to meet so many new people, and it's an amazing experience, and you'll literally never regret it.
Did
Just
you pay
join in.
attention, Kira?
Talking about pressure, Felipe's trying to pressure me to enter.
You should. It's loads of fun.
I told you.
Now I've got both of you.
Yes,
Hello, me.
exactly.
Do you remember like the first drummer you like got into or was shown, like heard of, or anything like that?
Um, I I think I do. I don't know if this is the first one, but I was really into like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and their drummer and stuff. So my
Chad
dad
Smith.
got yeah, and my dad got me into Chad Smith, and then I listened to a bit of like Toto and the drummers from Toto and stuff. So yeah, I kind of had a wide range of like drummers that I'd listened to when I was younger, and they've all just kind of stuck with me, and I always listen to them now. So
Do you
Good
have a favorite
taste.
one now?
my favourite would probably be Chad Smith.
He's
Nice.
so
Yeah,
good.
It
he
is.
is.
He's larger than life. I mean, literally, he's really tall, isn't he? He's like a
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah, I think he is. I've seen
And
videos where he's been drumming, and he is really tall.
I think he's 6'4", 6'5".
yeah. So then, if he's behind like a normal kit, it just must look really funny, like he's like a
Yeah,
giant person. So I wonder if all of his toms are probably bigger to make it
yeah,
look like normal.
Probably, yeah. I
yeah.
remember my first disillusion with drummers was I was a huge Kiss fan, and they had this massive drum kit. And then when I was in LA, I saw at Guitar Center their drum kit, and it was tiny. It's because their
Oh.
drummer was tiny, so it looked like this massive
Oh.
drum kit.
That is hilarious. That is so funny.
Somebody told me there's a drum kit, there's a Kiss drum kit at Guitar Center. Go there and check it. And I went. I was like, no, it can't be. It's too small.
That is really funny.
So you had your first gig the other day.
I did, yes, with one of my friends who was singing and playing guitar. Yeah, I did it at the Golden Pot, where I think it was in Wokingham or something, and yeah, it was loads of fun, and I got to meet so many musicians, and it was just a great time. We all just had laughs, and we got to meet new people and just do what we love, which was really, really fun.
So are
Cool.
you guys in a band, or are you just like supporting, like helping her out, your
Um,
friend?
we are in a band, yeah, Boa Bellas. We took our middle name and put them together, and we have started a band, and yeah, we've been friends for a really long time, and we kind of started music at the same time, so we kind of always were jamming together. But then, like recently, we've become a band and took it a bit more seriously.
Cool.
Wow.
And how many people invite you to join their band after they saw you playing?
Um, well, the guy who ran it all, he said to go over because he has a studio in his house. To go over to his house and his daughter, who's a singer and pianist, and I think she does everything. Me and her can do some stuff together, and another pianist, I think his name was like Jack or something. He was gonna get me and him together and playing stuff. So yeah.
Cool. It started.
Amazing.
She's on
Yeah.
her way now.
That's awesome. Um, what's your favorite thing about being in a band?
Um, my favorite thing would probably be like the ideas we come up with and how we just bounce ideas off each other. And when we put it together, it just sounds like so amazing. And it's so nice to know that like you made that. And yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things.
Do you rehearse in your house?
I do. So I have a microphone and an amp, so I can put all that together, and me and her just jam. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I have a question that I don't know if you're going to be able to answer because you know about yourself, you don't know about others. But what I really think is amazing is because people your age, they're more into, video games and stuff like that and electronic stuff. And you are a drummer lady, so, which has nothing to do with electronics.
Yeah.
So how obviously do you play video games, but how is this interaction with people your age that have no clue of how it feels to play an instrument?
Well, like at my school, there's like loads of people who don't play an instrument and are really into video games, and when they talk to me and stuff, they'll go like, oh, but like it isn't really that, like drumming isn't really that big of a deal, but it is. It's like probably not to you, you don't realize how important in a band drumming is. And they just keep go to me and they'll be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and well, all you do is play video games and that's not a big deal, but that's what you make it be. So don't comment on other people's stuff when like what you do is like pretty much nothing. So
Challenge them. Oh, it's not a big of a deal. Go play some drums then, and then we'll talk.
yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Here.
Social media then.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to do Instagram? Is that something that you and your parents like came up with together? How does it work for you?
Well, my mum's had Instagram for a really long time, and I always go on it. Like I've always gone on it and just been like, oh, I want an Instagram of my own someday. And I think it was like, I don't know when I started Instagram, but when my mum was like, well, you're finally old enough now. What do you feel? How do you feel about having your own Instagram? Just to show off your drums, it will be like parent supervised and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds really cool. And it was just really exciting because I've always wanted one. And like I was completely shocked, and it was so awesome to just finally get an Instagram to show like what I love, and hopefully like get other people into doing like drums or an instrument and stuff. So yeah.
Have you already got a message from somebody saying I'm playing drums because of you?
Well, I haven't had one like that, but I've had a couple messages from people saying like, oh, what's like the Hit Like a Girl or about it, like the competition, because I've seen you posting it and I was thinking about like entering and stuff. So I don't think I've got anyone playing an instrument yet, but I've got people going out of their comfort zones. So
Cool.
but
Awesome. Um, and you've made some really good friends, haven't you? Like there's
yeah.
Janine and
Yeah.
Allegra, Annabelle. I'm sure I'm missing loads of people out, but it's such a lovely community, isn't it? And I think,
Yeah.
especially for people, girls who are a similar age to you, it's really nice that you're there for each other and that you
Yeah.
can do these lovely things. Um, how does it work with your posts? Do you just post what you want when you want, or is it more like a family collaborative thing?
Uh, um, well, I work on. I'll get like my mum and will help me find a song or like a cover that she thinks I might get like to do. I'll listen to it and then I'll work on it to get it like to the best it can be, and then I will just film it, and I'll get my mum to film it for me, or I'll film it by myself using my like tripod, and then I'll give the phone to my mum and she'll be like, okay, so what do you want to do you want to edit it a bit, do you want to make it look a bit more flashy, how do you want to write it, like on the the like writing underneath that says this is a new cover, and stuff. And it's kind of like me and my mum like collaborate to get these big like posts and stuff. So yeah.
Love that. That's really nice.
I don't want to put anyone in the spot now, but uh, are your parents your biggest fans?
Probably, yeah.
Now,
Well,
a question that it's too early in the game, but I want to ask anyway. Do you see yourself as a professional drummer, or that has not even gone through your mind yet?
Um, I have been asked. People do ask me this question a lot. Like, how long do you think you'll want to be drumming for? Is it forever? Like, is it just a hobby that you might like throw away soon? And I probably keep it with me for like ever. But I don't know if I will become like a big drummer, or if I just want to keep it as a hobby or something. But for now, I want to like be a professional drummer, but I don't know if that changed in the future. So
Very wise. Very
Very
wise.
wise.
What was it like for you, obviously, with the past year and lockdown and
yeah,
not being at school? I'm sure you must have had like online lessons.
yeah.
It must have been nice to have your drums there. Did you find yourself leaning on them or drumming a bit more, or did it stay the same at that time?
Well, with online learning, I like my lessons were like the same as school. So I'd have like a lesson where my PE teacher would go on to say, I want you to practice this, this, and this. Then you had to film yourself and give it in. So that's what I did. But I there was loads of times where I would have a break in between lessons where I could just jump on my drum kit quickly, play a bit, and then I'll have to run off to go into my lessons. And the amount of times I've accidentally been late to my lessons because I've just been playing on my drums is crazy. But
There's lessons on the way, in the way, keeping in the way. Why?
yeah, on I I've managed to make excuses like I'm sorry, I just had to like go out quickly to get like shopping, like food shopping quickly. I'm really sorry I'm late and stuff, but yeah, I think I have over the time like I did play a bit more than I am playing a bit more than I would be when I in just going to school every day because like the school drum kit is not the best you have to ask to go on it and stuff and like most of the time like in my break times I'll like be oh can I go on the drum kit and they're like well the drum teacher's using the drum kit right now you can do it later but by later they mean like in a couple of weeks so
Wow.
Oh
So the
no!
kit's not very good and they don't allow you to use. So come
yeah
on.
hey hey
That's a bit
I'll just
backwards.
as soon as I get home I know I've got a better drum kit that I can drum on and
Yeah.
I've got more time then.
How do you feel about other people using your kit? Like, does
I
your
hate
dad
it.
use your kit?
Are you inviting yourself already, Kira?
No, I would
So
ask.
I hate it. Like I banned my dad from using my drum kit.
No.
Yeah, I so a couple weeks ago, my dad had some friends over, and I was away and on like a school trip, and I came back and I played on it, and something just didn't feel right, and I don't know if who it was, but my dad said it wasn't any of his friends that broke my bass drum, but that I was playing on it and the skin had just completely cracked and I was so upset and I've now turned it into an art piece and it's hanging on my wall in my bedroom but I've got a new one now and yeah it was just really annoying and I I hate it when my dad, like people move my drum kit around because I've got it there in a certain space where it needs to be so I can play it. And then if you just move it around, how am I meant to play it? And it's just really annoying. So,
If anybody watching this had any doubt, yes, she's a drummer.
yeah. Honestly, it's just so annoying. I'm planning on getting a big sticker to put on my bass drum to say only Lola's allowed to use this kit. Just to place
Yes.
massive in red writing on the bass drum. No one's allowed to use it.
Excellent.
Good for
Excellent.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours.
Mm,
Get off. I hated it when people went on my kit.
yeah.
Okay, Kira, I will never ask.
No, you can come here and go on my
Oh,
kit. That's
I can,
okay.
no, I'm pretty sure I can go to your house. I know I'm not allowed in the drum kit.
Ah, all right, whose question is it? Mine or yours?
If you have a question, you go for it.
I do. Okay, so how do you practice a lot?
I practice for like half an hour a day and then probably about twice a day. So I probably practice about an hour every day but I break it up into sections. So I'll do like half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, and it depends how busy I am in the day, because if I'm like yesterday, I could only practice for like half an hour in the morning because I had a birthday party, my friend's birthday party I had to go to in the evening. So it depends how like busy I am during the day to practice my drums, but quite a lot of the time I'm not that busy, so I can just practice it whenever I want.
And what's your favourite thing to practice, and what's your like worst thing you hate practicing?
My favourite thing is to practice to music and just like rock out and have loads of fun. And then my least favourite thing is like probably like my rudiments and stuff because they're so boring.
Yes, she is a drummer.
Yep. And what's your like top tune? So just say, you've had a bit of a bad day. You can see that someone's been on your drum kit. You're a bit annoyed. You're angry. What do you rock out to?
At the moment, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. That's one of my favourite. Rosanna and Youngblood, Cotton Candy. So that's one of my favourite songs.
Yeah, cool. I like those.
Yeah.
Good
Cool.
choice.
Very good choices.
Yeah, those are my three fave songs to drum to.
As a
Awesome.
drum teacher, I want to ask you something, but it's just curiosity. Have you done your grade exams?
Um, I haven't finished them, but I kind of gave up on them at the beginning of like this year because not Dave Stark, but my drum teacher I had before him, he broke his leg, and he would come over to my house and he would teach me my grade stuff, but he hasn't been able to do it because he accidentally, like, I think he broke it twice, so it was broken, and he broke it again whilst it was broken, so it got worse. And I then just kind of gave up on my grades and just started focusing on more like technical stuff and drumming to like my favorite songs and just having loads of fun, because with my grades I wasn't like, you had to do the same song over and over again to get it perfect, to show someone who probably is going to forget about it in the next few hours. So like,
The next few hours, in the next few minutes.
yeah, and stuff. So I kind of gave up on my grades in the end.
I think it's very wise. True.
I'm not commenting.
I obviously, whenever I never offer, whenever usually parents come to me and ask to teach their kids
Yeah.
grades, obviously I will do it, but I'm not a big fan. I think drumming is a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's all that comes from the heart. It's not about what's on a piece of paper. It's all from the heart.
And you can take your grades at any time. I did grade
Yeah.
8 2 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just because he wanted to.
I've
I don't
been,
even think he did any practice. He
oh, I
said,
did.
I'm just going to see.
I practiced for 2 weeks. Uh, I I've been playing drums for 37 years, and I did grade 8 2 years ago.
That's
Just
good.
spread it out, and it's just all about having fun. It doesn't matter when you do it or how you do it. It's just about having fun
Yeah,
and
I
doing
agree.
something you enjoy.
Exactly.
I love that. You've got such a lovely attitude there. And it's clear that your parents are so supportive, and they obviously are just like going with you, like whatever you want to do, and not saying, right, you have to do grades or this or that,
Yeah.
which is really, really lovely. Do they ever like check up on what you're practicing, or are they just like, this is your thing, you
Um.
lead?
Well, they sometimes they're like really interested in what I'm doing, and like in the first couple of weeks they're like, oh, really into it, and then in like the last week of me practicing, they're a bit like chilled out about it, and like they're like, I'm just gonna let you do it from now. So then it's like a little bit of a surprise for them what I've done, and well, it's mainly a surprise for my dad. My mum, she films it, so she kind of knows what's coming up. But yeah.
Nice.
Any more gigs on the horizon for you?
I don't know. My mum's keeping it a surprise. She sorts all the stuff out, and I just kind of go.
She's the agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to be booking agent and manager.
Yeah.
I have the feeling Lola is her retirement plan. Do you play any other instrument?
I don't drums. I only play drums. Yeah.
Are
Good.
you curious about learning another one?
Um, Not too long ago, I was thinking about maybe starting like learning the guitar, and yeah, just
Cool.
a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Mm.
Do you have any goals in terms of like drumming, where you want to be in like a couple of years or in the
Um,
future?
in a in the future, I would love to be like on tour with my own band and just like spreading what I enjoy doing with the world and stuff. So yeah.
I'm sure you will be. I'm
You are
sure
on
you
your
will
way. Don't
be.
worry about that.
And what is it like with, I feel like, you've got quite a lot of Instagram stuff and you do like a few calls with other drummers and things like
Yeah.
that. What do you like to do for like your downtime? Do you get much downtime to relax?
Um, I get a little bit. I might like with drumming wise. I do get I do get downtime just to relax and um, just chill out and stuff. But in like every day, I'm pretty much always relaxing because
Oh yeah.
um, um, I'm not like in the summer holidays. I've just been relaxing and playing my drums and just having loads of fun. It wasn't really like when I'm pretty sure when I go back to school, I'm gonna be really stressed because I'm going into year 8 and there's gonna be loads of homework and I'm gonna need to figure out time to practice my drums, do my homework, go to dance, skateboard, and loads of stuff.
You will
It's a
manage. Don't
lot.
worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like to take your like frustrations out on your drum kit? Do you find it to be like a mood like helper?
Yeah, I love like my favorite is to just listen to heavy metal songs and just smash my drum kit as hard as I can when I'm angry and stuff. So yeah,
Same.
That's the
Same here.
best. Yeah.
it's like who needs therapists? Just go on your drums.
Agree. 100%. It's drum
Especially
therapy.
big,
Exactly.
especially because the therapist is not gonna allow you to beat him or her up, so you have only the drum kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit drums, not people.
Yes.
That's the rule for life, isn't it?
Hit the drums, not the therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Kira, that
Well,
time.
yes, I guess. What would you say has been the best thing, or the best thing for your drumming in the past year?
Probably getting Dave Stark as my teacher. That's probably the best thing that's happened with me and my drumming this year because I've never really been like very like technically wise that good at drumming. So and it's just yeah, Dave Stark's really focusing on my technique and um, it's really gonna help me with like in the future and stuff. So that's probably the best thing that's happened to me in my drumming this year.
Cool.
Oh, that's so lovely. He's going to love that.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, and I'm gonna throw another question is for anyone around your age who's watching this and are not sure if they should pick up the drums or not, what would you say to them?
Just do it. It's you're not gonna regret it. It's just so much fun. Like that's all that I have to say. Just do it. Like
Cool.
yeah. Or
Excellent.
just make sure that your next door neighbors are okay with loud noises.
Or that you hate your next door neighbors.
Yeah. That
Good
those
advice.
yeah.
Cool.
Great.
Excellent. thank you very much, lady. It was amazing.
Thank you so much. Really enjoyed that. It's brilliant.
It was so much fun talking to you guys.
Oh,
Great.
thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
You're
Bye.
welcome. See you soon. Bye.
See you soon.